Okay, now is a good time to verify the point cloud file we just made it. It is ready for us to import it in TouchDesigner. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything in this template default project. Okay. There's two ways. Actually, I was going to show you the most easy and straightforward way. The first thing you're going to do is make sure find the PLY file we just made it, right? It's over here. And we can just drag and drop here. And once you drag and drop here, as you can see, in TouchDesigner, it's kind of like give you this weird, I don't know what to say, a weird top point. You don't know what's going on here, right? What the hell is this? No worry. If you click the plus button and you right click as view as a point, voila, you will see, oh, actually this exactly is what we wanted, right? It's the XYZ file with coordinate. And then how do we get the color there? Then we're gonna double click the empty area and we're gonna check point file select. So it's this one is point file in, point file in, and the point file select. Okay, so how do we select it? We can select this one, drag on over this navigator, but on the RGB side, make sure we change to red, green, and blue. What's that for? That is meaning we're gonna have if we view it instead of as a normalized split, let's view it as a regular color. Probably for now, if I cannot really directly viewing it, but that's okay. This is exactly what we wanted. So as you can see here, if we view it as an image, those data was from -2 to -2 to 2, -1 to 2, -2 2 to 6. That means this is about the world coordinates, the biggest value and the lowest value. In here is the color value. Remember, it's 0 to 255. So now what we need to do is we want to instancing, which we're gonna talk about that sooner or later here. So once I connected those nodes, and also on the alpha channel, you can see here is can I make it into a 0? I think I can make it, let's make it into a 1, which means the 0 channel gonna be 1. And this is the information we needed for point cloud instancing. Well, we're gonna do instancing, so we have to do this way. So we're gonna go to here and let's creating maybe a quad, or what's the grid? I believe that's the name they're gonna using it. So once in the grid, let's hit W. You see we have so many rows. We only need 2, and we can change the size to 0.01, or yeah, let's keep it 0.01. And then we can go with a little bit no. And this is only for the purpose of editing. We can add something later. And click geometry. As you can see now, we have a very good geometry here with a grid quad information here. And now let's jump to the instancing section. And we're gonna have instancing width, and we're gonna give this to here so he know how many particles gonna instancing. And also we're gonna drag that to the position here, and we're gonna show it R, G, B will be the position of this dot. And then let's jump into the instancing 2 section, and on the color operator, let's drag that, and R, G, and B, and alpha. Okay. Okay, so now let's hook up a camera. So why it was white color, but not the color we're wishing for. It's because the value here is 0 to 255, but in Unity, they normalize the values. So what we need to do is we can use a mask node to quickly normalize the value from the 0 to 55 to 0 to 1. So in that way, we will normalize the value. Look at that. Now we just got everything we needed. And then maybe we can still make the geometry shading a little bit closer. So we don't actually need these cameras in this checking process, but I just want to showcase about these things. So once you have that, we basically got our render stuff out, and it looks pretty gorgeous. Well, there's one thing, if you see this like a little shadow, that's because we are listing a quad, which is a flat surface, and we didn't, animating that to facing towards to camera. But we can also, in this case, let's add a box, and also let's shrink the size to 0.01. 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, and yeah, let's hit W, make sure the quality is not crazy. Yes, let's link that to here, and now we have is actually a rectangle, not rectangle, a cube instancing particles for us. Look at that. Looks very nice. I really enjoy that. So this means our data set that we clean it up is ready for importing to TouchDesigner. It's awesome and very nice and beautiful for me. Okay, so this is the part how you import the point cloud file into the TouchDesigner.